circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Mikano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
You don't belong here, Kasumi. You have a home back in the Commonwealth.
You're from home? You came all this way for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about that. How you can never really know. But it just answers so many questions. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
You're coming with me, Kasumi.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. But there's something terrible going on here, and I... Wait. You find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me? What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Whatever it is, the answer's no.
I promise you'll want to hear this. Just listen. You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
None of this sounds like my problem.
Fine. Do this for me and I'll pay you. It'll be worth your time. Trust me. Now listen, I've tried to do some digging on my own, but I haven't gotten far. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima. Convince him that he needs to be honest with us.
Alright. Good luck. Let me know what you find out.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
I swear someone has the key to that storage.
No, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Sky. I'm actually just going to go straight over to the Brotherhood and clean out Arcadia, so... Yeah. Anyways, I hope you start feeling better. No, it's the name of the site here, but, I mean... Yeah, no problem. Let's see here. We'll make this real quick. Have to get out of here, so I'm just gonna take the straight shot, or to bring Brotherhood over. Nick's gonna be so pissed. He already's mad at me because I was telling her just get out of here, and she wouldn't listen. So, what are you gonna do? Anyways, Dima is just he makes you go all over the place for his lost memories, only to try to justify himself and take the skin off people's faces and make them into fake people. So, I mean, it's got a monster. Not much better than the Institute, honestly. Alright. Let's go and cut to the chase. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I'm going to be just slaughtering Arcadia. And then after this, I'll see the Institute version of them taking out Arcadia and then call it good. Wow. Never got to see it myself. Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what I want to see. I've already done it once on another file where I did the bidding of all the people and completely finished Bar Harbor, but I'm just like, I'm not doing that this time. I'm just cutting to the chase. Since bad, calling the truce. I'm also curious about Nick's reaction whenever they come in slaughtering everybody. Oh yeah, he's going to be here for the whole thing. You know, the only way you can get, like, regular followers into the Pruden without dying is by either going straight to the Pruden or having them wear power armor. Otherwise, they fall to their deaths almost every time.
Weapons hot and ready to bring the pain, sir.
Honestly, no matter what route you take, use the vertibird because you can go anywhere from A to Z, and I think they kind of did that on purpose for survival mode. Because and now, if you're not doing survival mode, it doesn't really mean anything. But I always play survival, and like I said, I think a lot of the game's mechanics in Skyrim and Fallout are meant for survival mode. So when you do it, you kind of realize the usefulness of using the vertical bird, and instead of walking everywhere. I made the mistake doing the railroad and the institute, and killing off the Brotherhood too fast is a real pain because then you got to walk everywhere. And that's the only problem with my institute file is I'm going to have to run all the way back to Arcadia, and after I go there once already, I can teleport back to the Institute, but I still got to walk all the way back. Because the Brotherhood's dead, Institute's running the show there. I would have liked to think that maybe you could do the fast travel option, at least for the Institute, because they got the teleporter. And they kind of took that away. I don't know why. Because it makes sense. At least give limited teleportation in the four corners of the Commonwealth or something.
What?
So this is the guy you gotta tell in order to destroy the Institute. Captain Kells, of course.
Kells. A moment, Sentinel. We have squires in need of training. They're young recruits. They need a good example to follow. Someone to emulate. I realize the mission is simple on the surface, but you'd be helping to secure the Brotherhood's future.
I'm happy to help out.
Glad to hear it. The squire will have the location. He'll meet you on the ground. I trust you'll show him how we get things done.
I have a situation I need to report.
All right. I'm listening.
I found a place called Acadia. The Brotherhood will want to do something about it.
I fail to see why I, or anyone, should care about this. Are you going to explain why this is relevant?
There's a synth calling itself Dima, gathering followers in Acadia.
It's renamed itself? You mean it's acting autonomously? What are you going on about?
They're growing in number. More synths are being brought in regularly.
So this isn't a problem we can allow to continue. I'm starting to see why you brought this to me. What else can you tell me?
They're trying to set up some kind of permanent place for themselves, outside the Institute.
So this isn't an Institute operation? Well, that makes it even worse. All right, I've heard enough. You were right to bring this to my attention. I'll see that the matter is raised with Elder Maxon as soon as possible. If he wants to eradicate this menace, we'll need time to refit vertibirds for extended flight. I'll get the crews to work. In the meantime, any additional intelligence you can gather will help ensure that the action we take is precise and coordinated. Do not engage these synths until we're prepared. Understood?
Oh, see that? Valentine hated that. Wait, so how long do I have to wait in order to... Hold on a second. How long do I have to, far along in the quest do I have to go before I have them attack Acadia? You know?
I know why.
I'm going to have to do the whole quest in order just to rain hellfire on those characters. I mean, if you're feeling sick and not going to be able to stay too long, I mean, I can hold off till you come back again sometime, but I mean, my goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot of work it's going to take. Well, I want to see what happens, so I'm going to go all Brotherhood style in this, but I've already beat Far Harbor once. I did it on my Institute file, so thankfully I could just go straight to doing that, but I have to walk everywhere to do that, so... Who's the Lancer I gotta talk to? Come on. Leading by example. Does this mean I'm going to have him follow me around? Let's see here. Okay. Is he like another follower that I can recruit?
I won again. Girls' place.
Stay close. You'll do fine.
Yes, sir. Here's the location.
I can only play one.
I'm just resting in bed. I may not be awake, but I'll be viewing. Don't feel sleepy, but usually. Okay. Alright, cool. Good to know. So, I got a squire. I'm supposed to take him with me.
Wish they let me have the gun. Probably take it just left.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's see where I go. What was that, buddy? Come over here. I'll take a look. I gotta go all the way back to arcade. They did it again. They did it again. They're sending me to Far Harbor to do quests, like for the Brotherhood. Oh my goodness! You don't want to have to go all the way to Far Harbor. Don't add that expansion pack until after you do the stuff like Radiant quests and whatnot, because they will send you to Far Harbor and Nuka World. Okay, and you don't get vertibirds there. You have to walk all the way everywhere, as opposed to just flying there in the main Commonwealth. So, what does this say, Derek? It says, which is the correct term for the answer to subtraction problem? Difference, amount, sum, algorithm. It's difference, because sum is the addition. Got it? Is this a test? Hold up, is this a test? Okay, no. It's a study lesson. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just take him with me.
After this, I can't wait till we start live weapons training.
I wonder what it looks like to have all three inside the vertibird. I did not know you got a squire.
There we go.
Why can't I take like Sean with me as a squire? That would be cool. Or how that's to storm them. Yeah. I don't know how far in the show. Maybe after I figure out how. Maybe when I figure out how bad Dima is. Maybe after. Maybe after like I figure out he's ripping people's faces off and replacing them to keep peace. Oh, hey, baby cakes. Come here, sweetheart. Yeah, I know. You're such a big, sweet girl. Yes, you are. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know, sweetheart. You need to be careful about that. Okay. Example of regrouping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you got 10 and 3 and then 3. I mean, I would say 2. Tell me if I'm wrong, though. Yeah, I was right. Still got it. You got to think through those problems, though, dude, because no matter how many times you make a mistake, it'll keep cycling. Okay, well, you got to pull.
You have to take
Hey.
6,000 from 2,000.
Until you can do it mentally, you got to use paper. Work out the problem. That, dude. Okay. Yes, I showed. Okay. Yes. When you do it like that, it goes into the negative. See, but you're not doing that. You're literally subtracting 2,000 from 6,000. So it's not that hard. Now get some paper, get a pencil, and write it out, and work out the problem. Okay? Derek, you've got to do the work. Okay? You can compete what? Third. Yes, I can. I can. It's the word problems that I still don't feel comfortable with. You know, they try to trip you up sometimes. Okay, anyways. Get some paper and write it out. I already showed you how. You can show me and ask me if it's the right answer. Okay? Derek, no. I don't want you to guess. Get paper and a pencil out and do it right. No. Get a paper and pencil out and do it right. Okay? Derek, do not guess. That's not the point. The point is whether you can actually work it out in your head, or if you need to write it down. I'm saying my math is terrible, but I'm thankful to have paper. Yeah. He's just having to do large number addition and subtraction and such. Yeah. They're actually a lot easier than you're making them out to be. Okay? They're easier than you make them out to be. You just gotta get a common denominator. Okay? Okay, it's very simple. For instance, if you have a fraction, right, that is like has a denominator of 5 and a denominator of 4 is the other one, you multiply them, you get 20 as a denominator, and you multiply the top numbers by the same amount. You add them. And then after that, you reduce the number.
Oh, I know the lesson.
Yeah. If you don't work it out, it's going to be harder, Derek. All right, let's see here. So, I got to go all the way over here to clear this out.
ASL is one of the easiest things I have to do. It's saying 21 to 100. But it doesn't have to or anything.
I understand.
What? What is he?
Uh-huh.
So this one is.
Oh, that's sign language. Yeah, you know sign
You're
language.
that mainlander who just got here. Better, I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations, even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy, took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since, killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. Ah, but now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Oh, yeah, I've been teaching all of them sign language.
Wait, are you saying that I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family?
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger. Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next one.
Yeah, that's quite the nickname.
Damn shame that.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
Answer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you. It's not every day that a squire's out into the field.
I'll be straight with you. It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
I'm happy to help with anything I can.
If you say so. We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
Yep. And I'm thinking, what's the point in doing something big like that unless I get a strong reaction from a companion?
On account of the children in the battle. Big Chop's got everything you need. If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now.
Mariner.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagles Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
I could use time.
Are you that detective I've heard about?
I guess you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I wasn't sure how I was ever going to find you.
Sounds like we may have another case on our hands.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts. I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's be off then. Looks like it isn't just the police who have been lax lately. The Idlands building inspector ought to be fired.
The other squires are gonna be so jealous when I get back.
Something tells me that she's a bit loopy and this is going to end bad. I do not remember running into this at all whenever I played last time.
It's probably best Maxwell hasn't seen the state of the hotel. He would be devastated. I should warn you, some of the other hotel guests are a bit, rowdy. I was forced to defend myself when a few became a bit handsy, shall we say. The registered patrons are in a more exclusive area of the hotel, though, and do not associate with this sort of rabble. Shall we be off?
Yeah, let's go.
Very good. This way.
It's not every they let a squires out into
The elevators seem to be out of order on this level. We'll have to take the long way around.
Yeah, when it comes to ghouls, you want to shoot for the legs. Same with death claws. Take away their mobility. Okay, I guess this is a nice surprise. Don't spoil anything now.
After this, I can't wait till we start live weapons.
Appreciate it, Scott.
can't believe I was lucky enough to get this assignment.
One thing about the Gatling laser is it takes a long time to fire up unless you pull it out in VATS. If you do VATS, they immediately shoot. See, look. But I go ahead and do it now. Immediately. Huge difference.
Other Squire's gonna be so jealous when I get back.
Honestly, this feels more like she wants me to just deal with her infestation. Well, that's lovely. I've already killed so many.
This elevator leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in. After you, the elevator is right there. Need to speak to Maxwell. Go ahead and activate the control panel there.
On missions like this on my own.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118. Your home away from home. Underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
Wait, they actually respawn? My goodness.
Let me just get the door for you.
Lancer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work
Well, it's a time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents, and they are very worried.
I'm here now. We'll get to the bottom of this.
I cannot tell you what a relief it is, Detective. I've learned the moods of our patrons well enough to tell you the tensions are high. They're at the crime scene again.
Sounds like trouble.
Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me.
I shall return to my workstation and allow you to take things from here.
I'm sorry for shouting, but the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene.
I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. You're ready, we can discuss your
protect and serve.
To question residents. Their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Wish they'd let me have a gun. Proctor Tegan just laughed at me.
Is this blood? Excellent. Baseball bat. Huh. What is this doing here?
After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the Cridwood.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
So was it that they wanted to stay like that until they got like a synth body or something? I mean, that would make sense if they could plant their brain into like a one of those robo brains. Maybe they could like try to transplant their brain to a synth. I don't know.
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should you need me.
I can't believe I was lucky enough to get this assignment.
Why'd you do it, huh? You deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid?
stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Oh, so what? Do I take this over as a settlement?
Dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but they'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. Two lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
God, why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Fine. I'm going to the beach.
Hello, detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
Oh, well. I guess one vault is enough.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, as you probably know, I'm an actor. I don't like to brag about it, but my last picture, The Fighting Furies, did top the box office.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
Maybe later.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
It's not every day they let a squire out to the field. Lancer Captain. Bill said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you.
Well. If it isn't the long arm of the law. Tell me, are you a devotee of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Art is life. Without it, we are no different than animals.
Perhaps, if all we are is a sentience floating in a suit of flesh, or metal, I suppose, then art is the only true communion with the world. Come with me. Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself this way.
Yeah, I agree. He seems a little bit loopy.
What does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction. No up or down. The world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend. And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure out too. I'm tempted to just say, oh my goodness. Hard speech check or just calling him out. I don't know. But it's Fallout 4. Let's see.
It's a metaphor. A young creature grappling with ideas it doesn't possess the capability to understand.
Intriguing. The mind will superimpose meaning where none was intended. I had not considered it. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man, huh? Ah, my fellow connoisseur of the arts. Here to see my latest work?
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus' torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
I somehow knew he was going to say something like that.
Tell me about yourself.
What is there to tell? I am one of the premier artists in the world. My work is primarily in oil paint, but I have been known to do sculpture or performance art as well.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not that brute actor.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
There's gotta be a bed around here, right? I mean, if something happened on the way out of the hotel... Yes, score.
After this, I can't wait till we start live weapons training.
Maybe I have a bit of a problem because... Wait. I need a drink because my character is dying of thirst. Quite literally. You'd think I could drink out of that faucet or something. Robo-brains being in the facility, I guess, is a bit of a problem. I guess I'm the only one that'd be thirsty. Oh, good job, baby. Good job. I'm proud of you. Can I drink this? Hold on. Yes! I was worried for a second there, but I should be okay now. Maybe I have some food around here, too. That Squire's got the right idea. Okay.
see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations. The other squire's gonna be so jealous when I get back.
Oh, so if I see food, I'm gonna get in trouble. Ugh.
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a
I
look
can't
at
believe
the
I was lucky enough to get this
interface
assignment.
matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
Tell me we don't need to find
No, it's not
something
that.
in here.
I've just
That may
caught
take
another
a
cold.
while.
Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a
Someday,
doctor.
I
Or
want to
would
be
you
the
even
best
know
laser
about it?
rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's
I
not
wish they let me have a
physically
gun.
possible.
I
Proctor
know when
Tegan
I'm
just
getting
laughed
sick,
at me.
Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr.
Lancer
Scruffy and
Captain
I are
Kells
going to
said
rewrite
it's
the
gonna take a lot of
so
hard work
he
and
will
discipline
get
if I want to
everything
be
when
as
I
good as
die
you.
because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun,
Whatever.
dear. Hello, detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, detective.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, detective.
Where the heck did the other guy go? Man. So I already talked to the painter. I talked to her, and then that one guy who was talking to her just wandered off. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know where he went, because I saw she's here, but I don't know where he went. He just left.
It's not every day they let squires out in the field. Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed.
Maybe this is the guy.
Did you need something?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already.
Oh yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy right here.
To say, really? Oh, was there something else, detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Oh, was there something else, detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Was there something else, Detective?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Was there something else, Detective?
Have you noticed Juliana acting strangely lately?
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person. Was there something else, Detective?
It's probably Juliana. Okay.
What do you mean Juliana's not the same person?
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective. Was there something else, Detective?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Was there something else, Detective?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Please, just go.
Answer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you.
Did you have a question about the heinous murder? Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
So I'm getting like 2 markers randomly, and I don't know what's going on. Like over here, yeah, see it appears. Oh, it's the area.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Give it up. I know your secret, Juliana. Or should I say, Ezra?
Well, Detective, that's quite the claim.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
Getting along. Wouldn't want one to waste now, would we?
After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to Patrol Friends.
That wasn't too bad. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool mission.
I found the killer. It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word. I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
He attacked me, but it's over now. Your residents are safe.
There you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
I mean, you'd think that they'd have serial numbers for each body and it would be practically impossible to fake. It could have been so much more better, but it's cute that you get a good bit of XP. Yeah. But like I said, like, you would think each robot would have a model number. I mean, we have model numbers on cereal boxes, for crying out loud, like, that are traced back to companies that manufacture them, so you'd think he couldn't get away with it. I guess everybody just got lazy over, like, the course of time. Yeah, actually, I would have loved to be able to edit this. I mean, I actually recently learned that the lair of the Mechanist, actually, you can build there, too. I made a lair for the Silver Shroud in the vault, where the pharmacy is, but had I known about the Mechanist location being buildable, I might have considered doing my lair there. Oh, so that was the experiment. Working class versus social class, or... yeah, working class versus ultra wealthy. Mm. So they're numbered at 300. Okay. Uncomfortable and cramped. Food and rations being limited. Well, that's messed up. Potential for extreme social interactions. Vault-Tec staff shall be restricted to the overseer. Okay, all other security services and maintenance be filled with robotic staff. Okay, so they just wanted to watch them go crazy and eventually kill each other. This is completely unheard of. Apparently a researcher for General Atomics. So I've convinced the other members, Group A, that with the intentional situation, last word to have their brains... Oh! So them putting their brains into the robots was not planned. Oh, man. All the stuff in the government shows up and they're offering you space and free. Yeah, yeah. Activation notice. Begin test, despite the second wing still being incomplete. It seems to be overridden with a system to prevent admittance to the local population island. They've been pounding on the door for days and there's nothing I can do. Oh, wow. It's been weeks now, and I realized today that I've become the test subject. Instead of testing the social interactions between the locals in this group of rich a-holes, it's just me trapped in here with them. They're going to live forever, and I have to deal with them for the rest of my life. Oh, wow. Okay.
Progress of construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once a premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Well, that was pretty sad.
I don't see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations.
I found the food. Yes, I can, buddy. What do you need?
You picked me up in Vault 114. There are really over 100 of these things?
It's not every day they let us squires out into the field.
I think that's the point. I think they didn't care about the people in the vaults, and they just want to see what happens. Except for the management vault in the Fallout series, right? With the other two vaults, like for breeding reasons. If you remember in the show, they had a breeding pool and they had management cryogenically frozen. So that, I guess I'd mean two vaults.
Wish they'd let me have a gun. Proctor Tegan just laughed at me. Soon I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own.
Yeah, Lloyd is water. I don't know if you read the Great Estate Developer, but that made me think of that. Well, hold up. It looks like there's a little bit more to explore around here. Like, they have a whole car lot underneath here. It's kind of cool. Uh-oh. Look at this. Did you know about this? This is interesting. Yeah, I get it. I just found this pretty fascinating. Ooh, light. Wow, they made quite the arena for that then, didn't they? That's fair. Now I just need to find a bed. Forget where that one room was. Because I'd hate to go out here and die and have to do everything all over again. Survival's brutal that way. Oh, I found it. Now I can save by sleeping. It's one of those hard-learned lessons. I mean, when you don't have the ability to save on the menu, it changes everything. What's more is I can't quick save when somebody says something cross to me. Alright, let's hope those ghouls don't respawn like you were talking about. That elevator music is actually fire, man. Like, looks like I'm in luck. None of them respawned. I think it's a little bit different with survival, though. Like, I noticed whenever I played regular with, like, when I first started playing Fallout 4, that things would respawn pretty frequently, but on survival, I noticed it doesn't happen that often. Things actually stay dead pretty often. Alright, I'm taking the shortcut. Alright. So, Now we need to take him over here, Squire. Yeah. And then send him back. Where the heck is the marker? Okay, this way. I'm going to try cut through. No horse, but I got power armor.
Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood. After this, I can't wait till we start light weapons. After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the Pridwood.
Yeah, I was almost excited when they first mentioned I was Squire. I was going back to thinking about like in Oblivion and Skyrim how you'd get like people underlings like they could recruit and use, but I guess not in this one. So best to get him out of my hair and just I only need one companion really talking about stuff in the middle of conversations with NPCs.
That was quite the experience, sir.
Well, this is pretty brutal.
I didn't go to where Roddy went.
It looks like they were playing Blast Radius over dead bodies. How fun. Quite the dinner party. Oh, look at you. Got you sleeping. Military ammo bag. Cool. Oh boy.
Don't worry about me, sir.
Oh yeah, I've officially gone through all the factions. The only one I haven't like there's one I want to play which I haven't really done, which is with the Minutemen, but I don't think I want to blow up the Institute. I want to have like kind of a peace between all the factions. Just have a file where I have all the companions at one location, kind of interacting with each other at one place, and just just for fun. I don't know which settlement I want to do that at though. Maybe at the drive-in. That one might work.
Well, hello.
You were amazing out there, sir.
You handled yourself well. You honor the Brotherhood. Let's head back.
Thank you, sir.
This is one grim locale.
Alright, I guess what I can do is take him back and then drop him off and come back. So, restock with a few bird things and continue on the mission. Let's cut through this. Oh, yeah. I didn't even have to really do a Battle of Bunker Hill, honestly. I just, I walked up to Bunker Hill, and next thing you know, they just were like, oh, you got powerful friends. I don't even remember doing Bunker Hill, honestly, with the Brotherhood. Like, with the Institute and with the Railroad, yes, but I don't remember doing Bunker Hill at all with the Brotherhood. Just kind of skipped right over it. And next thing you know, I was like, you know what? I wonder. I walked over there. I was like, do I get Bunker Hill? Yes, you still get Bunker Hill. I mean, but I don't know. It was weird because I expected to be legit involved, and I just don't remember doing it with the Brotherhood. Maybe it's because I've hopped around so many times with their files. So. And that is why the jetpack rocks. Yeah, I mean, I was in a phase where I could not be the bad guy for a long time, and over time I was able to just kind of step into it, just kind of see how the story plays out. But it was very hard for me to get into. It took me a long time to be okay with being mean to NPCs and all that, so.
Whiskey's running low. Better find some more, and soon.
That's fair. Though it's ironic, the Enclave are somehow considered way worse than the Brotherhood. I mean, they're both kind of monsters in their own way. Like I said, the Minutemen are the only good guys, really. Everybody else is, well, not so good. They're probably become extreme and mean because of how limited resources are. So, but I mean, still their ideologies got so warped over time. And it seems like the Minutemen, because they're got such a pure mentality, everybody else kind of just tries to destroy them because everybody else is just self-interested. It looks like they have ships out there for fishing that actually work. I can't tell, though. because I don't see anybody in the ships, but I mean, it would make sense still. It starts with a good goal, but it ends, yeah, in the end it crumbles. Well, it's kind of like that historical record where they say one guy, I believe it was Plato, he said that a republic only lasts 200 years, and then when people start voting for money, it gets destroyed. America's gone past the 200-year mark.
Other squires are gonna be so jealous when I get back.
All right, I'm going to drop off the Squire, and I'm going to... Yeah, we have the oldest Operation Constitution governing document in the world. Yeah, but we've also had so many amendments to quote-unquote try to modernize it, but people do take liberties for self-interest. But on another note, I'm going to drop off the Squire, and I got to go and cook, feed the kids and all that, and, you know... I might get on later today, but let's go ahead and drop this kid off real quick and see what Captain Kells says and call it good.
Your weapon is locked and loaded. Good hunting.
We may be the youngest nation, but other nations have overgone complete overhauls. You know, the oldest nation, I believe, is China. One of the oldest nations. They got historical records that go back so far. You know? At least they didn't have a library like Alexandria destroyed. So... They also have like a really, really large vocabulary that they don't even use fully now. Kind of like us in America, but way more expensive. And in order to read the old history, you have to know the old language version. Like, it's way more in depth than, it'd be like trying to read Chaucer in Old English, you know? Or Canterbury Tales. The introduction, I remember reading that in only English. It was, man. And to think, like, Chinese would be worse, in a sense, trying to understand it. Like the older vocabulary, so. All right, here we are. We're going to go ahead and drop off the kids, see how it goes, and I'll get off for a little bit so I can eat with the kids. And I think I only got one that still needs to do their schoolwork. So after that, just get back to regular chores and such, making sure we got everything in order.
Welcome back, Sentinel. Report. Did our squire do well out there?
I can give him a bad rep. I mean, I'm not going to, but man, that's pretty rough.
Roger that.
Well done. We can always use your skills when it comes to training our squires. If you're still interested in helping mold the Brotherhood's future, report to me directly.
Wait, so is this a Radiant quest where I just keep going out with little squires?
What exactly do I have to do?
You'll be given a location to purge of those post-bomb deviants. This includes synths, those mind-eroded children of Adam. A squire will accompany you. He or she is to watch and learn. Should be a simple mission, but largely beneficial to our young soldiers in training. What do you say?
Oh, I see. It is like a Radiant quest where I just constantly have this kid hanging around. I don't know. I'm just going to say no time for now.
Should you get some time, the offer remains. I'll be here on the
Yeah. Yeah, for now. I'm just going to say no time for now. Okay. All right. I'm going to have my character sleep so I can save, and then, yeah. I'll think about it.
Attention.
If nothing else, he's a great distraction. You know, the ghouls half of them were trying to attack him instead of me, so that worked out. And he's immortal, so that works too. No stim packs required. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I might get back on later today. I don't know, but I gotta make sure baby gets naps, kids eat, house tidies up, all that, you know. So, thanks for hanging out. I'll get on later, okay?